Hi, welcome to the video about the web scraping with e-commerce pricing example. My name is Sammy Fong. I am an open source promoter and developer, and I am also a data engineer and blogger at samifun.com. And I'm the founder and president of Open Source Hong Kong, and my email is samifun.com, and my Twitter and Patreon is Samifun. So you can go to GitHub sponsor to support my web scraping project and videos. You can support my basic income. So you can find the multiple tiers from my GitHub sponsor page. So you can buy me a coffee or to be a subscriber or mentees, something like that. So so I can help you to start your web scraping project. So the first criteria before we do the web scraping is that I used to have some knowledge and experience about the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So the HTML document is the web page of a website, and is a static document. So you can use CSS documents to do some style definitions, and you can also use the JavaScript to manipulate or do some dynamic magic on the HTML document. So you should learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript before you start the web scraping. And then Python is the very good language for data science and also for the web scraping as well. So we can choose the web scraping tools in the Python ecosystem. So I will use request beautiful shoes and Scapy on my web scraping projects. For the base for the very simple web scraping, I will use a request. But for some web scraping project, I will use some just like XPath selector. I will use a beautiful suit and Scapy. And Scapy is provides the framework to so you can store the collected data into some storage, like you can store it into CSV file, or you can link with a database as well. So the first thing I would like to talk about is XPath. So what is XPath? So you can use XPath language to select any losses in HTML or XML document. In this example, so I would like to select the some second losses in the editions text. So I can use the XPath Wikipedia project and editions and the anything the second looks. So you can find that actually is the structure of the losses inside the HTML document or XML document. And alternative, you can use the web developer tools available in Firefox and Chrome web browsers. So when you start the web choices, so you can use the inspector and then point to one of the element inside the HTML document, and then it will help you to locate the exact locations of the element inside the HTML sources, and then you can right click and then use copy to XPath, so you can get the XPath from the web browsers. So here are some XPath example. So if we have a log which is a p log or p tab, and have a test inside the log is temperature in C colon 26. So how we can retrieve the temperature in C colon 26 inside this tab is that we can use the XPath language to tell the XPath selector to select any p tab with the ID main, because this log is the ID is main, and then select test. So we will get the test inside this p tab. Sometimes we will retrieve some tests inside table columns or table cells, so we can use the XPath to do so. So this example is that we will looking for any table data or table cell which the parameter contain a style with 200 pixels. If we find this table cell, so we get the text inside this tab. And this example is get the text inside a tab, which contain hyperlink. Include the hyperlink include the image. The next example is another example about for the deep tab. So so we can locate any URL, the hyperlink from the deep tabs counting a classes including as our item photo, and then looking for any for hyperlink inside. And the last example is similar example, which we are get the type the volume of the title parameter from the I tab. Sometimes we still need to do more data cleaning after we use the XPath selector, which use the regular expression. So in Python, we can use import RE to import the regular expression library into our Python program. And then the next line is new variable re.sub, and then do something, substitute regular expression substitutions for the variable. So in this sub functions, so usually we will have three parameters. The first parameter is is the pattern which we are looking for, and then the second parameter is the what we should substitute with when we find when the program find the patterns inside the string. The last one, the third parameter is the variable, which is the source variable we are looking for. So the regular expression usually we will put in the first parameter. So in this example, so the O string is the O string variable contains the string temperature in C colon space 26. So we are looking for pattern in this string, which starting with some characters, and then supplies with the colon and space. So we need to clean out this part, and then just left the 26 inside the string. So how do we define the pattern with the regular expressions? So we define from the start of the string. So any character specified in the package. So we put any character A from A to Z in uppercase and also lowercase, and then space as well. And also we put a star here because it's multiple occupancy for characters, and then with the colon and then a space. So this is how we locate these patterns, and then when the program find this pattern, just remove everything then from this patterns. So the new variable, the new string will be just have a 26. But please be reminded that this is a string. So if you would like to do some calculations, so you should convert it to an integer and float types as well. So about this step here, I would like to introduce some basic knowledge about this step here. So if you would like to install the step here, so you can try the pip method. So you can use pip install step here. And then after you install this step library, so you can try with the help page as well. So you can use one command scapy help to call the help page. And then the first thing which we use the scapy is that we should start a new scapy project. So we use the scapy start project, and then with the project name, just like Amazon Pies. And after we start a new project, we change the directory to the project directory, and then generate a new spider from basic template. So we can run the command scapy gen spider -t basic. And Amazon is the spider name which I give it. And then the last one is amazon.com, which is the domain which we are going to square in this spider. And then usually after we generate a spider, we will also check the scapy settings, and then we will define the data items in the items.py, and then we will edit the spider file inside the spider directory. And then sometimes we will use the scapy command shell to check the just like sparse-selector, whether the sparse-selector is retrieve the something we would like to retrieve from the web page. After we finish the coding in the spider file, so we will run the spider, and we can also output to some default file format supported by Scapy, like CSV, JSON, something like that. In this example, we run the spider and then output to CSV file. Just Scapy cloud Amazon is the spider name, and -o is used to define the output file. So in this case, we output to test1.csv. And for some older version of Scapy, we used to also use -t to define the file type. But in the latest version of the Scapy, you just need to define the file type of the output file. So do you want to work on a project together with me to learn the web scraping? So you can go to GitHub sponsor to select a tier. So you can learn further on the web scraping. So I take the example how to retrieve some pricing information from e-commerce. So I take the Amazon as the example. So if we are looking for some products which are just like masks, so we look for some pricing information about some mask product comparable with ASTM level 3. So you can see what we find in this search in the Amazon website. So we find some items and scroll down. So we also find the multiple page. So so the common strategy is that we do how to square the data from multiple page, just like this one. How to scrape from multiple page from the search result, and then we square to each page of the of this product search result. So I go to some codings. Okay, so before we go to demonstrate the Scapy and the how to do the e-commerce pricing search, so I demonstrate how to create some how to create a new project, new Scapy project. So I already got the Scapy installed in this case, and I run this Scapy start project Amazon test. So the Scapy program will create a Scapy project directory for us. So we go into the Amazon test. So so we can load one in the freshly new Scapy project. So after we go into the Amazon test directory, so we can find the Scapy config. This one is for the how you to do some Scapy configurations. But for our project, we change to a subdirectory Amazon test again. Amazon test. Okay, so you can find some Python files here. So you find the items.py, middleware.py, pipeline.py, and setting.py. The pipeline is for the output purpose, but in this video, I will not talk about the pipelines. I will talk about the settings.py and items.py. The setting.py is something, some setting related to your web scraping, because just like in the Amazon Python web scraper, we should change the user agent. We cannot use the default user agents defined by the by the Scapy. Because the user agents which the Amazon website will identify which web browser you are using. So we should tell the Amazon web server that we are just like we are using Mozilla, something like that. And the items.py is the file which you define your item collected from the website. So items. Okay. So you can find in my example. So each price item which it contains the data type, which is used to store the scraping time, and the title of the product, price of the product, and the URL of the product page as well. So you can find that just simple definitions in the items file. And then what I mentioned is that we will change the user agents to Mozilla user agents. Okay. So in the freshly new Spider from the basic campaign, so you can find a Spider directory is empty now, but we can use the Scapy gen Spider -t basic the Amazon. Okay, the Spider name is Amazon. Yeah. For this web scraper is for the Amazon.com. So you can see, oh yeah, we are successfully generate a fresh new Spider. So yeah, so we look into the fresh new Spider file. is spider amazon.py. So this is the fresh new Amazon spider. So you can find the page functions. So it's empty right now. The response parameter of this function is used to the provide the some information from the step here about what if found from the web page. Just like response.url is the URL that the web scraper from. Okay, so now we go to the slide that we talked about. So you can see that in this default page function. So the first thing is I will estimate how many page in this in this product search. So it's 20 page. So how we find the 20 page is that we find that so if you click into page 2, so you can find the page equal to 2 in the URL, but for the landing page of the search result, you will not find the page number in the URL. So we don't find the page in the URL. So we will do the rest. Instead, we are looking for the pager, and then find the page, and then we will request those 20 pages in this case. Sometimes you can find that I use 3 different XPath selector in this example because the Amazon website provide the dynamic some dynamic changes. So I use 3 different XPath selector to looking for the page number, the total number of page. So you can use the try and except to handle this case. With the case you cannot find the page number from the XPath selector result, so you can just use the exception handling and then return some useful information to change your web scraping. And then after, so in the past function, we will request 20 pages in this case. So and this request functions will help us to call the pairs items functions in this spider class. So in each page, we will looking for some item inside the result sessions. And then for each result, we will create a new item class and then store the data into our item and then export items variable to the spider. So for each item, you can see that I also use 3 different XPath selector for different HTML patterns for each items. And then I will reshape title to store into title, and the the URL to store into URL and parsing as well. So with the sometimes with the product is not available, is unavailable, so you cannot find the parsing information. So you should just put the seal for the parse data, and then after you collect every data for this data record, so you should append this new item to the items array. So we will return the whole items array at the end of the web scraping. So how we find the different items, just like I just mentioned about the at least 3 different HTML patterns for the for the product item in Amazon. So okay. So I am mentioned that we can use the web developer tools to locate the element inside the HTML source. So this how for just like for this item. Okay, maybe I use another for the example. Okay, so I locate this element in the HTML source. So you can find the product title here. So just like I would like to okay, I would like to copy the XPath. Just right click and then copy, and then use copy XPath, and then how we find these different patterns here. So you can find there are some common patterns here. So you can find 14 products. These patterns and six items in these patterns, and 2 items are in this XPath patterns. So this is why we consider 3 different HTML pattern cases. Okay. So I go to the Amazon price. So this example project is available on my GitHub. So I will show at the end of this video. Okay, so after we go into the Scapy project directory, so we can use Scapy-cal. And the spider lamb is Amazon, right? And we would like to output to test1.csv, which is a CSV file. So go. Okay. So you can find in this execution is found some exceptions fine. So this is how we used it to develop program. But I will try to run again. Oops. And run again. What's wrong with it? Okay, let me to do some debug first. Oh, okay. So I just add another HTML patterns from the so what the exceptions show me the HTML a part of HTML sources. So I add one more patterns. Okay. So I start to query again. So you can see something that is coming up. Okay, so you can find at the end of the WebScape page, so you can find that it shows some statistics to you as well. So you can find the so it's graded 416 items. Okay, maybe I square again for the test tool .csv because I may mess up with some test data. Okay. So I try to open the okay. Okay, so here is the test tool.csv. So you can find we got the stepping time, the product title, URL, and then the pricing as well. So it's fun to do web scraping for project. Yeah. So if you would like to do web scraping project together to learn the web scraping, so you can go to the my GitHub page. My GitHub page. So my GitHub page is Semiphone. GitHub.com/Semiphone. So you can find the response tree here, which the response tree is Amazon Pies. Is the this video demonstration code, and I will add a README here soon after this video, and please also to support my work, so you can go to my GitHub page, and then you can find the GitHub sponsors here, and then click into the sponsor page, so you can find different tiers here. So with you, so you can to be a subscriber to access more private video for sponsor only. And if you would like to do web scraping project with me, so you can choose the mentees here. And if you would like to support my works, you can also consider the individual patron, and with your company, you can consider a startup or business as well. Yeah, so this is the end of this video, and thanks for watching.